whether you're a rich country or a poor country, there are some things you just cannot do on your own. The issue of interconnectedness of the world is so evident now. It was always there, but I think the pandemic has highlighted that we have problems of the global commons, which no one country and no one person can solve alone. Both exciting and daunting at the same time to be here, because I take the reins of the WTO at a time of great uncertainty and challenge. Vaccine inequity is the most important issue to tackle right now in this pandemic, because it determines how we are going to recover globally. It determines how many lives we save. The variants that are mutating, the numbers of people dying, it is not acceptable that when you have the technology to save lives, some people don't have access. So from a moral, practical, and economic point of view, we cannot have a sustainable global recovery unless we vaccinate everyone. WTO can help with supply chain issues. What are the bottlenecks that you're experiencing at a granular level? It may be raw material supplies that are stuck somewhere where we can work on bureaucratic measures with our members. Another aspect where the WTO is very important is the issue of technology transfer and intellectual property. What my job as Director General is to try and get my members on both sides together so they can actually come to an agreement that is pragmatic, that helps to save lives, that allows access to developing countries whilst at the same time protecting research and innovation. There are people who have been left behind by globalization. Sometimes people blame trade, but I actually think that trade can be an instrument to foster inclusion. So what drives me is, how do we use the rules that we have? Whether we're trying to solve the problem of getting medicines and vaccines to people in this pandemic, whether we're thinking about the issue of marginalization and inclusion, this very powerful instrument of the multilateral trading system, how do we use it to benefit people, to drive towards equality?